Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex, and this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Interview with the Vampire, Season 2, Episode 3. No pain. Isn't that like a 90?
No pain,
No
no
fear. That's
gain.
what I'm picking up. No fear. Do you remember the you were a baby? Do you remember the 90s brand No Fear?
I do not. I'm sorry. I was born in a 90s.
Last episode, we got real excited.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, if you've watched the last episode, know that rant of like manic, like trying to decipher the runes
Yeah.
that happened that was filmed. We did that for 40 more minutes off camera.
Correct. Yes, we did.
Like we were rewinding and
Yes,
watching
we
that
were.
section
Over and over.
and over. And then even after Jessa like drove home, we were still texting about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how insane. Okay.
Yeah, we got real excited about that.
I've been thinking about it all week.
I'm so excited. I've firmed up my theory. I'm pretty sure that Armand's like she wanted to say yes, but you hadn't proved that you were worthy or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is referring to back in the 70s, maybe into the 80s, to Daniel wanting Armand to make him a vampire and Armand refusing.
Because they had a little thingamaloo.
That's where
I agree with you with that theory. Like I also partake in that theory, and also I want that to happen.
Yeah.
To all the people in the comments that were like, "Oh, I really like Armand," you have to understand who I am as a shipper, and that is a Lestat shipper. So now that I have a new ship for Armand, I will enjoy him more.
Yeah.
But he's threatening currently he's keeping Louis away from Lestat.
Yeah.
And that I can't stand for.
Yeah. Also, I don't know about you, but I am in love with Ben Daniels. I can't think what his character's name is, but he essentially played the MC.
Oh yeah.
He was mesmerizing.
The most compelling.
So good. I actually did look him up. I was like, has he played the MC? I don't think he has. So I think this episode we're getting, I mean, I can see him in the thumbnail. We're getting some Lestat flashback. Can't wait.
Well, it's Lestat and Armand together, which is so funny because it's not like two tops hanging out trying to be in a relationship. It's like two divas trying to be in a relationship with each other, which I think is such an odd, funny dynamic.
I can't wait to see what their dynamic is because right now I can't picture it.
Like who, like, first of all, how?
Right. Armand so far has been like melancholic romantic. That's what we've seen from him, which I know there's a lot of performance. Obviously, the whole first season, he was performing the character of Rashid.
Right.
So I
knew Rashid.
I don't know that we've seen like the truth yet, but yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work.
I have a prediction.
Okay.
I think Armand is the director.
Yeah.
And Lestat is the star. And they're gonna fall in love in like a very showman's theater way.
Oh, okay.
Over their art and their craft, you know, because they're both the best at what they do.
Oh, I love this.
But it like completely doesn't work because they both need to be the star of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like they both need a Louis, obviously.
Right.
Like they need someone to be like fondly rolling their eyes at them.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like in love with them in a way they can't get over.
Right.
Like, despite all of your nonsense and bravado, I'm in love with you. But see, I think that's why Armand is so like about Louis, because I don't think Louis loves him like that.
Yeah.
Louis loves him as a CVS version of Lestat. But Armand said, I'm the star.
Right.
But I think that in the past, he had that with interview guy
Daniel,
because Daniel is a roll your eyes fond of a bravado boy.
Oh, I can't wait to find out their past.
The cuties.
Let's find out. Let's jump
do it. And now I'm on the lookout for clues.
Partial to the non-wrinkling items. I should have said that.
Oh.
We cede power to the chef, submit to his whims, to his eye at the fish market, a series of risks.
He was in Succession too. He was the little fascist boy wonder that Roman was into.
They off your game a touch yesterday. Perhaps they believe you've been humbled. Clever on their own. Now there's two of them. Of course, there was always two of them. You just came to that late.
What?
Gonna stop looking at you now?
Who are you?
I work for another watchful shop, the name of which has not come up in your conversations with them.
Why?
We were tracking 900 of them a month ago. We're tracking 1,600 now.
That's a lot of vampires.
His name's Raglan James.
Got a real name?
Most of prime resources that your infamous friends
Anyone
in the
here a fan
penthouse
of
wouldn't dream
intelligence
providing.
officers? We got a live one.
We got a live one.
They drain and disappear us.
They have a biological imperative that is in conflict with human morality.
Real Rashid, buddy.
Thank you, Rashid.
Real Rashid, just say you're a monster fucker.
Exactly. It's much quicker to the point.
Like, I'm not out here trying to debate the morality of vampires. I know I like them.
It was wrong of Louis to enter your memories yesterday. You were invited here as a guest.
Cell phones.
You were rude. I offer.
How do you hide from the cloud?
How do you hide from the cloud?
He'll awaken when the sun sleeps.
That little twitch.
Yeah.
He loves that. He loves him.
I think so. I love this watching the quiet line. That's so good.
You kill. Nightly.
And sometimes you've watched that kill on the local news.
Okay.
This was Lestat's prophetic vision.
What does that mean?
Lestat de Liancourt.
Yes.
Why? Why did you say it like that? You spoke Japanese with a perfect accent.
Lestat de Liancourt.
That's my job, right?
That's the kind of thing he does to piss them off.
Yeah, he's deliberately doing it. It's just...
When the Roman Coven sent me to lead the shambolic Paris Coven.
It is interesting that they're doing this conversation with just the two of them.
Uh-huh.
And he's completely unguarded in the face.
By the time Robespierre was beheaded, I was, by any measure,
The drama.
failing. Lestat was the wind to scatter.
So he has fire skills too.
Prancing and preening in front of 500 mortals a night.
Of course he was.
Well, yes.
They were all in love with him. He had that effect on everyone. He
Was it natural?
entirely unnatural.
I'm obsessed with him.
Je peux prendre soin de toi. Je peux t'apprendre ce qu'il ne t'a pas appris. Viens à moi.
Oh, no, Mama. That's what Lestat said to Louis.
Mm-hmm.
That's very Lestat.
His rejections only inflamed me.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
They watched in secret, fascinated by his disregard for the laws I told them could never be broken.
Okay, was one of those laws never washing their faces?
Like, why do they have to be, like, in squalor? Because he's crazy, is the truth. He's controlling and silly.
Gardais-tu ce garçon comme de mémoire, Lestat? Connais-tu ce giton?
Oh.
Et abandonner mon gilet à carreaux, mon collier à bord. Vivre comme un larve. Rien. Bonne nuit.
He's nothing. Lestat playing the exact same games for like 4 million years. Stop.
Lestat! Là!
Ooh.
That was the boyfriend that he told Louis about.
Relâche-le! Relâche-le!
Et voici un buveur de sang.
I see. In fact, we were creating a cycle that started with Armand.
Yep.
That's a big yikes, Armand.
Yep.
Because Lestat cares about this man. Lestat, this is not the only way to love somebody.
Yeah.
Je suis heureux que tu sois venu. Il est sain et sauf.
With his like literal cult down here. Like,
This man just brought.
yeah.
Nous devons servir Dieu au travers de Satan et au travers d'Armand.
Oh.
Il parle de l'homme triste et vêtement cloué.
I love him.
Rompeur de cette prison qu'il bâtit pour vous.
Look at him. You're ruining my cult.
You led him there so he could destroy it.
His words had been my thoughts for half a century.
So, were you the leader or not?
Satan. Armand. Est-ce vrai?
This man really can wear clothes. Look how beautiful he looks in that frock coat.
I just can't. The way I missed him.
Yeah, he's just special.
I just don't think any other living soul on this planet could play this part the way he plays it.
Right?
They went mad, ended themselves. The only thing that kept me from the fire were the old rituals.
Oh, interesting.
Que s'est-il passé? Comment puis-je tuer des objets par la simple force de ton esprit?
I love that Lestat is like a baby.
Yeah.
But he is so in control.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating. Lestat's like using him to get the power.
Yeah.
Like Lestat actually wasn't in love with him. That's fun.
Avant que de vous en aller, faudra bien, s'il vous plaît, qu'elle vienne accompagner.
Oh, somebody got cleaned up. Some decent clothes on.
Mais on scène les rituels de ton clan. Pas depuis les coups, mais depuis les...
And perfection.
Blood on the camera.
They need to recast every night.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Après une centaine de nuits ici, tu t'ennuies déjà?
Seulement avec le jeu d'acteur.
This theater seducing is so embarrassing for them.
Il nous observe.
Poor Nicholas. Baby boy.
Je t'aime.
Oui. Je t'aime aussi.
I don't believe you.
Not a bit.
Lestat is, was, and will always be for Lestat.
Never say
This
I
guy
love
looks
you to
really
a
good.
raging narcissist.
And I locked away those words for another 150 years.
But he didn't abandon you, Louis. In fact, he sat with you bored for 30 years because he loved you so much.
That's very true.
This is what frightened me most about you.
Yeah, we get it. You're triggered by Lestat. Lestat's triggered by you.
Oof, these boys in there.
They're both
They're
causing Louis to
they're
have
all so fragile.
All these vampires. Poor Claudia is like, Jesus, stop.
Right. She's like, what if we just had fun and partied? What about that?
What if we did a party? Can you guys stop?
Damn.
The door was ajar.
He looks good.
If you open up the windows and the doors.
If there are any men
get a
watching
little
this, I just want to
breeze.
say you absolutely should be taking fashion tips from this show.
Unfortunately, this is what a woman's suit is right now.
That's true.
And I don't know why men haven't also, like, it's a good cut for a reason.
Yeah.
No, Major.
My fault. I was keeping her.
Have I been late once, Major?
Have you been early once is the question I'd be asking myself.
I'm gonna kill him. Dead. To be late is to be on. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be history.
Oh my
in
God.
The theater.
I like that you can be a freaking 500-year-old vampire and still an annoying theater kid. Ugh.
I'll never get over it. I'm gonna bully him.
It still sounded terrifying, Mr. Santiago. I got chills.
Of course you did. Because I'm a fucking professional.
And this is the wrap box. You put your freshie.
Have you guys ever thought of doing Sweeney Todd? I know it hasn't been invented yet.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, you will love it.
Your theater is gonna go crazy the year that comes out.
We had an incinerator at home.
How'd that work?
Throw him in, watch him burn.
Feels a bit German.
There's much talk of your camera in the coven.
Yeah, right.
They say you're mad in love with
Take a
humanity.
picture of them, you creep.
I saw enough theater back home for several lifetimes. No offense.
None taken. Nothing worse than being dragged around.
Do you hate theater, or does it remind you of Lestat? I seem to remember you crying at the opera.
Yep.
It is not the whole reason I'm here.
No. No. It's definitely not the whole reason he's here.
I like you.
I like you. Isn't that obvious?
No.
We really must work on blocking your thoughts.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Bruce, I sense him now in your mind.
Woof. That's a interesting shot. Because he certainly took a picture of Lestat.
Yeah.
If we were the only vampires in Paris.
For a second, I felt
How's
like
it-
we were.
Stop lying, Louis.
The coven is envious of your independence.
I also do think, like, Louis, I hope you don't feel like just because somebody had their heart broken before, you have to stay with them for 75 years.
He 100% does. He doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
But the love of his life is Lestat, and he can't go back there, which is for good reason. Lestat was abusive to him. But he's like, if I can't have Lestat, I might as well have anyone.
Yeah.
No, there's room.
See, he puts on that little voice when he's faking.
Some of my most profound feelings and thoughts were taking shape. When my mind was touched by Armand, I became deeply excited and driven to form new conclusions.
Oh my.
And vampiric life in the abstract.
This is stressing me out.
Yeah.
Something you were saying made me think of.
Think what?
And then I just made the exact same face.
That's it. It just flew out of my head there. It's gone.
Love Daniel being caught off guard.
Yeah.
He's like,
They should definitely be paying more attention to him being suddenly weirdly flustered.
Yeah. What is this little game they're playing with her?
No.
Muck about in their heads.
What is this
Find their
teeny
shame.
tiny little pebble that you're using?
An actor prepares.
Stop. Did he really just?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
Who hates us so much?
The best Iago.
Who wanted
walk
to
through
make
your
me
world.
look in this mirror and cry?
You were an orphan.
Could say that.
And an orphan again.
Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war.
You're also the strongest. Figured you got the best blood.
No.
No.
Wait, 4? 3 minutes.
Thank you. 3. And your dearly departed maker, what gifts did he bequeath the Muppet vampiress?
He taught me how to lie well.
It's Louis who's from Chicago, yes?
Just outside it. Gary, Indiana.
Stick with it, Puss. You're almost there.
Oh. It was interesting that he like tested her. He was like, I know they're lying about Chicago.
Yeah.
Now I know how you lie, because she's really good at blocking.
Yeah.
And so now he'll know her tells.
Yeah. That's true.
Little whore, you only want him because you're feeling blue.
I'm gonna kill everyone. I can't handle it.
He'll never run his fingers through your
Sad booty face.
the way I do. That's quite good.
Gonna burn the whole thing down.
Impotent lovers know.
I don't know.
There he is again. And we were having such a nice conversation.
I was with Bruce for 30 years.
Bruce,
Yeah, you're not a good liar.
how long are we going to play games, Louis?
Baby boy.
Before you say it, let me tell you a little something about 18th century Armand. Oh dear.
I want you to say it.
I killed him, and he fucking had it coming.
Oh, that's debatable.
He only had himself to blame.
I was gonna say, Louis, wait until you see Chicago.
I know they put that in there just to torture us.
What does that mean for Claudia?
Did she help you kill him?
Yes.
No.
You broke one of the great laws.
I don't know any great laws. Lestat never told me shit.
I told you I loved you.
Go away. What's wrong with you?
Louis?
Embarrassing Armand. Well, Armand, you pushed him, because I'm sure you're in his little head. Armand is definitely, I think, blocking his love for Lestat in modern day. I mean, trying to. I don't think he can really fully. What's happening here?
I'm still the only one you trust. Kill me again. Come on. Kill me again.
Oh, wow. Y'all are real gothic.
I do think, Louis, that's unfair to yourself. You could have loved him normal. He didn't treat you right. Oh, Louis. Oh, no. See the place of the picture? Yeah, but also...
Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. He took the picture of Lestat.
It's a big guy.
Gang for a while.
The Murphy bed coffin situation is so funny. I love it.
I can't get over that they sleep in a regular bed in modern day.
Going up to a rag, hanging out his gas tank.
Lestat could have said, put your coffin on a boat. Go to Paris. There's a beautiful carving there, I know, because I fucking founded it. But he said the vampires out there are vicious.
I should tell you something.
Yes, you should.
Lestat was right.
A little bit, Jack.
It was better
so
when
cute.
he broke my bones. And he tell me he loved me.
Okay.
One day, he said, had enough of your gloomy face. Drove off on a motorbike. Thought might as well go home, get Louis, head to Europe. It'd be nice if you come.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Sir, get it under control.
It's like all the information on the Theatre de Vampire.
It's only had 3 owners. The research is basic, but on
He's disrupted the performance.
No. Let him speak, son.
He's here in support of the girl. Finish the performance.
I'll kill you next.
A mutilated body found in a park 3 nights ago. And I don't see our girl here at that particular park. Do you? The Coven would like to know what you intend to do with him, beyond comping him a 5th row center our ticket.
You didn't have comps for tonight?
It's like I'm being tortured. I'm so happy for her.
The 5 laws.
Let the youngest read in the youngest.
Don't think you should join the theater cult, Claudia. I'm so sorry. I want you to have a home, but this ain't it.
Yeah.
The 5 laws.
Look at that man's arms.
The dark gifts must never be given to the crippled, the maimed, or to children.
Should I allow the London Coven such exposure?
Okay, so what's your play here, Armand? Love me or I murder you?
No vampire may ever destroy another vampire.
Take my head off if you're gonna do it. I saw what fire does. I don't want to go out that way. Look after Claudia.
She doesn't need looking after. She won't be here very long.
Well, if you're gonna kill him, why would you say that before you were gonna kill him? At least give him some comfort.
For you and the ladies.
I don't think blue's her color.
It's 100% not.
And I play your mother.
And I play the little girl.
Pink would be
You'll
better.
be their little birdie for the next 50 years.
Oh, baby girl.
Couldn't have posted the cast list before I joined.
Why isn't Louis? Those with the most power are often the weakest.
Why is that Lestat? I mean, why is that Armand? You tell me.
Did he break you, Louis? Are you broken?
No. But I carry him. The paint,
You will.
I can fix that for you.
I did.
You and him?
A century or so ago.
Okay, but for like a month. It's different.
What is time to a vampire?
Okay, well, it's been like 2 years for Louis, so let's give him some time. Mr. A Century, and I'm still hung up on it after we dated for 2 weeks.
Louis he loves to be a damsel, like just to be rescued. I would like to see him in a relationship where like he's the active, like he makes the choice.
But he doesn't want that kind of relationship.
You want to come upstairs?
Like he thinks that's what's happening with Armand. Like he thinks like that's why he puts on that little like, you want to come upstairs? I want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Comparing the conversations him and Lestat had when they first met, those like really deep conversations where Louis like called Lestat out on his bullshit and all of that stuff. Like he's not even trying to have those kinds of conversations with Armand. He doesn't matter enough.
Yeah. Like
with Armand, anytime things get flirty, he's like, he puts on that bravado and that like I've got it. Like I care about you. And it's like, okay, but we've seen you be in love before.
Yeah.
That's like not how you do it.
All of these dynamics in this episode were so interesting. Armand and Lestat just 100% using him.
That was funny.
And then Armand being so hung up on him. Like, I get it. He's pretty. But you had nothing.
I think that speech was so good, the way they introduced their relationship, because Armand is so attracted to like someone being in love with him. Like he wants it more than anything, and no one ever has. One, because he's probably an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Like he loves himself too much to let anyone else love him.
Right.
So when he sees Lestat, who everybody loves, he's not attracted to Lestat. He's like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And then it adds insult to injury that Lestat's playing him. So Lestat didn't love him. And that is horrifying to him. He's like, how could you not? How dare you not love me?
Yeah.
And he literally had his own little like cult of people like being like, we have to serve Satan, just so he could have little vampires that were obsessed with him.
Right.
And then Lestat was like, okay, well, I can't hang out with you if you're like that.
Yeah.
So I have to give you a new wardrobe and we have to have something to talk about. So let's both do theater. And then
this is so real.
Armand said, maybe theater is my vibe. So my cult is now theater. And so he invented his little theater cult. And Lestat was like, okay, great. I got my powers. I'm going to dip.
Right.
And so then Armand was like, you didn't love me. And then someone, his best friend or whatever, would say to Armand, but Armand, you didn't really love him. And Armand would be like, yeah, but he was supposed to love me. Like, wasn't he? And so then he meets Louis, who's obsessed with Lestat. Like, you can probably see that in his mind.
Yeah.
And then Armand's like, if I couldn't make Lestat love me, I'm going to make Lestat's love me. And then he can't do it.
He's like trying to use like the transitive property of love.
He only has obsession.
Yeah.
He doesn't have love because his true love is to himself.
Yeah.
He cares to be loved. He doesn't care to love.
Yeah, exactly. He has a pattern. You're pointing that out. His like building a cult pattern. And we saw real Rashid be like real intense in this episode, which I mean, he's a thrall. It makes sense. It's you know, the familiar.
Mm-hmm.
But like, oh, we're getting a reveal of his new cult.
Right. Like even Louis doesn't leave that house. He said, and then when we start the episode, he says, Louis will wake when the sun goes down or whatever. Like, okay, he didn't used to do that. Like, that's like his new rule, his new life. Armand set up that.
Yeah.
And then like this art selling business is like Louis's little hobby.
Yeah.
His little thing he gets to have.
Well, but it's a tree inside their house.
Right. It's work from home.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, you need a little job. So here's your work from home assignment. You get to like do all this art. And Louis like, yeah, I like to sell things.
This, I have no idea what Justin Kirk's character, the computer hack, all of the information about Theatre de Vampire that now Daniel has on his computer. I have no clue what that is.
I also like don't need a lot of mortals. Like that's really not the point.
I don't think he's mortal.
Oh, that man.
Yeah, I don't think
he's
so.
A vampire.
I think so. I think he's ancient as fuck, which is why he was out in the day. I don't know. I mean, I know that there are some like super ancient vampires who kick around the whatever that verse is called, the Anne Rice vampire verse. So I think he might be that.
Yeah. I don't know. All of that seems a little like Agent like Shield to me. And I like don't need that in my gothic drama
initiative.
Yeah. You know, like all of that like down, like even the laptop was a little much for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, just take your handwritten notes, please.
I'm interested to see where that goes, if it's going to become something interesting. Because I agree what happened in this episode it's a whole different vibe. But I think it's going to lead into more gothic nonsense.
I do think what's going to happen is it's going to reveal his memories are going to be triggered by it. I think his he's got info about him in there.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
And so I think I'll end up liking it. I'm just saying right now it felt very jarring, especially since we're like so in the past and even huddled in their little apartment in Dubai. It still kind of like feels like it's in that dark vampire space, even though it's modern day.
That scene with Dreamstott when I guess Louis battered and murdered his random park hookup, that was so incredible. Kill me again, kill me again. That was that's the good gothic shit that we're here for.
I mean, it's excellent. It's horrifying because Louis, those demons,
right,
bad. Like, you don't even eat human blood,
right,
girl? Like, he's like, I need to go, and I'm like, I don't know if they're a vampire therapist, but you do need to find one. Let's talk about these patterns.
Exactly. Let's unpack it, buddy. Did we hear the way that Armand treated Lestat? I mean, to be fair, Lestat. Wait, you know what is that? Ryan Gosling says to Rachel McAdams in The Notebook when they're having their fight.
Yeah.
When she's about to leave him again, and he says, you know, I don't care if you get mad at me. You have like a 2-second rebound rate and you're back to doing the next pain in the ass thing. Yeah. This is like watching Lestat get like thrown around by Armand. And then like 5 seconds later, he's being the most annoying person in the world. Like that's just his personality. But anyway.
I like this theater business where Armand is my nightmare of a theater person. And honestly, I really liked, I don't know what his character's name is, the MC in the last episode, and he's still beautiful and talented.
Yeah,
but he's also annoying in a theater.
The fact that he said an actor prepares, like, it was upsetting.
It is torture. Like, I don't know if you're a theater person watching this, but I want to go through the screen and slap a person. Like, if in real life, if someone said that to me, I would laugh in their face. And I'm a pretty nice person, but I can't handle that. I can't handle that. I lived it for too long.
Also, I'm sorry, but a director who gives you notes once a show is open, I can't with that. I hate that so much.
Oh yeah, that's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious.
Like, if the stage manager needs to give you notes, fine.
And like you said, them making her sign the contract before they even told her what part she was playing, rude. Right. Well, I mean, it's a cult, so their behavior not great. One of their vampire cult rules was like, the art we dedicate ourselves to theater. Embarrassing. Can you imagine meeting a theater vampire?
Oh no, that's awful. You know, it's been a while since we've got some really good theater representation. We were talking about Smash before we started filming. That's not good representation. I'm just saying it was representation, but this is good because this is so embarrassing. This is humiliating.
No, I'm humiliated. and I should be like, it's because theater's embarrassing. And there are two types of theater people that take it too seriously, and then people that know they're nerds and they just are like, yeah, this thing that we like, super embarrassing. That's the Jessa and I version. Yeah. These people, this section over here, these people have to laugh at them because, like, what are we doing?
Right. Like, you can't, I'm so sorry, but you can't, it's fucking Jared Leto, right?
Jared Leto. I was thinking Joaquin Phoenix as I was speaking. I was like, you must stop.
Like, this is very stupid.
You're playing pretend. A 3-year-old can do what you're doing.
Correct.
So, like, let's stop.
Your job is dressing up. Okay? So, like, you have to laugh at it.
Like,
it's very stupid.
You gotta stop. Anyway,
this is clearly, like, people who this is written by theater people, which is why it's embarrassing.
In fact, it's written by our type of theater people. Like, they're doing this to poke fun at us. I know someone wrote this. The actor prepares. Rude. People that are too serious about anything are embarrassing, to be fair. People that take themselves too seriously are embarrassing, and that's the truth. We just happen to know a lot of theater people that do it because that's where our background. One thing that is relevant. I did think, watching this at the end, that Louis was gonna ask him to alter his memories.
I did too. I thought that's what he was gonna do.
Because I thought that's what Armand was gonna offer.
Yeah.
Like, I can fix it for you.
I think that is what's going to happen, though.
So I do, like, I always thought that Armand did it, like, in a controlling manipulative way, but I think Louis might ask him to.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, thanks for joining us. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we would love if you do it. I really should stop doing this because people who aren't subscribed, I don't think they watch the very ends of videos. If you got to the very end of the video and you're not subscribed to us, what are you doing with your life? Do that.
Just click the button.
Put on the notification bell because we're trying to grow the audience for this show. And if we don't, we're not going to keep doing it for the channel. So if you like it and you want to see it, make sure you watch it.
We'll just sit at home and watch it together.
Exactly. And you'll miss out on all of this wonderful...
on all of this joy.
This insight that you can get nowhere else. You're going to miss out on it. So don't let us down. And we will catch you next time.
Bye.